Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the podcast studio for QBSN the podcast, episode 21, the culmination of season 1. What a year it's been. We got QBSN chairman Luke Sennott, mag editor John Pilato, and of course, Trent Hill.
What's up, guys?
Founder-in-chief. So basically, we're just going to talk about your journeys through QBSN, have a good time, and let's get it started. What is your favorite game or thing you've done in your time at QU with QBSN?
You want to start us off?
Do you? I mean, low-key,
I don't know if I have one yet.
it might be the same thing.
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, there's so many like extracurricular things that we've done outside of the meeting, or I've never even been on a game sheet. I was on one game sheet actually. I take it back. I shadowed a rugby game back my first year.
That's tough.
I was supposed to be at that rugby game.
Yep, Luke was supposed to be there too. I think it was me, Luke, James, Nolan. I don't even remember who we were supposed to shadow. But for non-game sheet things, I mean, there was the basketball, Luke versus MK basketball. That was a good time. I don't know. Can you think of anything else?
Are we favorite game or thing you've done? Is that the question? For game, St. Peter's last year, men's basketball. This was with Connor Core. It was Connor Core's last call, so I got to do that, which was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an amazing game. It was on ESPNU, so we were able to meet the ESPN guys before the game. Huge crowd. Because it was St. Peter's was pretty good at this time as well, and QU was the 1 seed at the time. And they were down big. They came back in the fourth. Amari had 2 or 3 huge dunks. You guys might have heard the clip of Connor destroying the microphone because Mari had a downhill slam to take the lead. That was super fun. I haven't heard the bank that loud, and I don't think I ever will before. But for a non-game, it has to be the magazine. I mean, for favorite coverage or content I've produced, it has to be the magazine. Last year with John and Ryan, that was amazing.
I would say in terms of something physical, I guess this isn't something physical, to see how much the mag has progressed from our first time from our first mag with the soccer player. What was her name? Courtney
Chokol?
Yeah,
right?
Courtney Chokol. So she was on our first ever mag, and now to our latest one, which we haven't really figured out the cover yet of, but that first mag was, I mean, it still looked really good, but it was definitely still a work in progress, and figuring out what designs we wanted to do, who we wanted to have design. Obviously, last year there was a lot less interest in the mag than there was this year. So, I mean, I said it last night, all the first years having an insane amount of interest in the mag has been phenomenal, and designing and things like that. So the mag has really taken off. And even Lapano asked me last night after the meeting, he's like, "Did we revive the mag?" And I was like, "Ryan, we might have revived the magazine." I was like, I'm not sure where it'd be. Because apparently someone told, I don't know who the guy was that designed it before, but somebody told Ryan, if you can't design this, then we don't have somebody design the mag. So I feel honestly pretty honored in the fact that Ryan and I have been working it 2 years, and we've got to see it progress, I mean, from where it was at the start to where it is now, completely different.
Yeah. And what is, this year alone, what's your favorite mag that came out?
Oh, I don't know. I honestly thought this recent one was very strong. I think we had a quick turnaround, which we usually don't. We try to give the writers usually about 2.5 weeks to write, but we knew that we were coming down to the deadline. We wanted to get a 4th mag out, and so I think we gave them a week and a half to write, so it wasn't a very long time. And they produced great articles. I don't know if it was this one or the last one. Zach Stokinger gave us 2 articles, which was great, and we threw, I think it was Wit on the cover, and that one, and then the one that was prior, we had, I think, Caitlin LaMarche on the cover. So both of those, I would say the 2nd and 3rd mag so far. But honestly, this 4th one's shaping out to be really good. I think we have a good crop of articles. We got tennis. We got just about everything for the spring sports.
That's awesome. What about you, Luke? Do you have a favorite mag came out?
This year?
Any year.
Any year? Definitely spring last year with, I think, Sebastian Muller on the cover.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think so. I did 4 graphics for that. I thought that I was really proud of that work.
Was that your Willis graphic, right?
Yeah, it was my CJ Willis, Sophia Vega, Jay-Z, and Jackie. I made graphics for all of them. And those were really cool. And we also did the QBSN Photos of the Year.
Yep.
on that mag, which, if I'm not wrong, is the first time a magazine has ever done that for QBSN. We highlighted everyone's photos in like a full page, which was super cool. And I was whipping that up in class one day, and then we put it in. So I remember having a lot of fun with that. So probably that mag. And it was also like just a culmination of everything we did that year, because it was I think it was the best one that year. Yeah, like for sure. Yeah, and that was like the real sign, like John was saying, that like we've made the mag the best it's ever been. Yeah, and that was like the final work. And I was like that's really awesome. So I definitely like that one a lot.
That's awesome. Yeah. Who is your favorite athlete you've watched at Quinnipiac?
Oh. There's so many like good ones you can choose from. That's.
All right, so I got J.J. Riggins is up there, basketball player, maybe the 10th man of the 23-24 squad. He was just so fun, dude. He was this huge, like 6'9", 6'10" center that would barely play, but like he was the type of guy where you ever see the clip of Celtics fans screaming for Taco to get in?
Yeah.
That's the type of guy J.J. Riggins was. He was awesome. When he would get in, I would love screaming for him because I went to a lot of games freshman year. But, like, over the course of my few years here, I think I got to go Grant because he had such a step up this year, and he played so well this year. And, like, we didn't know if that team was going to have, like, a second guy.
Right.
And the fact that Grant stepped up was really cool. He was a lot skinnier than he was last year. He was a lot less confident. He was kind of like that filler role. Like, we kind of need a power forward, so we'll have him as, like, the 7th or 8th guy. And then, like, to watch him have the best game of his life in Atlantic City and the best game of the tournament, like, that was insane. He played out of his mind right in front of his family, too, which is super cool. Yeah. So, like, I think he was also a part of the St. Peter's game I mentioned. He's been playing well. I called his career high against Mount this year, and then I was watching his next career high in Atlantic City during that game.
I think Beckett and I were on that call.
Yeah, it was you and Beckett.
Oh my God, there was so much.
So I've seen Grant grow a lot, and I've actually called his stuff. So I think him for sure.
Gosh, I mean, you guys know I love women's basketball, so I would say, I mean, like, obviously watching Gal Revive was electric. Like, seeing what she's become over at the U has been great. Yeah. This year, I would probably say either Ella Ryan or, honestly, Anna Foley. Like, I love the way Anna Foley plays.
Postseason Anna Foley is a different
Like, she was, I mean, she turned up in the postseason. She was making three-pointers and doing all, like, I mean, her game winner in the second round. Like, she was making all these shots that she typically doesn't make. So, yeah, she was turning up in the playoffs. And then, honestly, just watching Ella Ryan, like, command the ball, there was times she'd get doubled, and she just found her way out of it. She's a very great player. And then also, I want to say last year when I was more into men's basketball, I forget his name, but who was the little skinny point guard, the short guy that wore number 4? He transferred.
Oh, Caden Bennett.
Yes, I like watching him a lot. Mm-hmm. Kind of a random one, but I remember, like, I think he would come off the bench behind Savion, and he always brought an energy in that I really appreciated. So I would say, like, Ella Ryan, Anna Foley, Bennett, those 3.
Yeah. I'll agree with you with Anna Foley. I mean, that was postseason Anna Foley was incredible. Like, step back, Curry. We're sitting there. We're like, what the heck is going on? Where has this been?
Sometimes you just need a little bit of that playoff push to get you into such a prime spot. It's so cool to see sometimes.
And she had a great position because Ella was in foul trouble almost every game. Of the playoffs this year, and so she was able to play a lot, and she could play.
They're also, like, completely really opposite centers. Yeah. Like, I mean, Ella O'Donnell is so, like, offensive oriented and, like, works in the post. She's got crazy post game. And Anna Foley, I mean, also has very good post game, but you can tell she's definitely more, like, lanky. Mm-hmm. I would say, like, a little bit better on the defensive side. But I mean, like, having, like, that dichotomy between the two different centers was great for us in the regular season, and, you know, I mean, it showed up down the stretch, and then obviously the Fairfield game. But happens.
And I mean, that, like, they struggled throughout AC. And even, I mean, WBIT not as much, but they struggled with scoring in that postseason. And Foley was the one that stepped up. And, yeah, that was so much fun to watch. Yeah. What is your favorite QBSN memory? So this doesn't have to be something like you necessarily did for QBSN or something you produced, but just something that happened with the people in QBSN that's like a great memory that you'll hold on to forever?
Playing spike ball out on the quad.
Every single day.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if I can pinpoint one.
That's good. That's a good thing. That's a great thing.
If you couldn't tell, they've done a lot for QBSN.
Yeah.
I mean, I said it before. I think obviously the 1v1 was a lot of fun. I remember we got Luke and MK on the court. We had Shamim and Baskin commentating it. That was so much fun.
Tony filmed the whole thing.
Yeah, we knew fun. That was coming up too, because I think MK proposed it in the QBSN e-board group chat, and so then we brought it up at the meeting. We're like, all right, everyone, after this meeting, we're going straight out to the basketball courts out by the student center. We're seeing Luke and MK hoop. Did you win? Luke won. So I mean, yeah, obviously you could tell in my voice that was a lot of fun. I mean, obviously, yeah, like I said, or I didn't say it, but being a part of 2 different e-boards, there's so many different memories that just happen along the way that you might not be able to pin down one, because it's just been a great experience overall, all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, Patty did something.
Patty's always
in last semester. He did something and everyone was dying laughing. Not the apologizing at the end of the awards in December, but he said something. I'm trying to think of times where we couldn't stop laughing in the meetings.
I'll give you one. We roomed with Patty in AC.
Oh my god!
And Patty's 10 alarms, all different tones.
That was my least. That's my least favorite QBSN memory.
So, did he have the duck in there? Do you have the duck as one of them in there?
Every possible.
Did he have the Fernando Mendoza one? Did you guys see the clip of Mendoza having the crazy ringtone? Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's my least favorite QBSN memory, was sharing a bed with you the first night, and Patty has 10 alarms. They're all at different times in different tones, and they're at
5-minute intervals.
No, 9:07, 9:11.
Oh, so random times.
9:17.
Stuff you're what's going on?
He doesn't wake up to any of them. I'm literally reaching over and hitting snooze or stop on his timers as Patch is taking up 90% of the bed.
I was not, dude. I was on the edge with my one sheet.
It was a full size bed. At the hotel we booked, they didn't have queen size beds because that would make too much sense.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Yeah.
So me and Patch tried to share a full size bed.
They didn't have a pull out couch or anything like that.
No, I had nothing like that. So me and Patch just tried to bunk in a full. Did not work out.
But then the rest of the time I was in the nest.
Yes, we got
I think it was 9.
Was it 9?
By the end, it was 9 comforters on the ground, and that was my bed. And it was awesome.
And the bed to myself was awesome as well.
I still think I had it better than you on the ground. But God, shout out Patty, man. I still got to get his QBSN shirt back to him. Oh boy.
You have his QBSN shirt
from SMS.
Oh, that was his.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Brutal.
What a show.
All right. For you, post-grad plans, then you can talk about your summer plans because you're coming back next year.
Oh, all right. So post-grad plans. I'll give you a little bit of a timeline as to why I'm doing what I'm doing. So 2 years ago, I think it was during a summer break or a spring break or winter break, something like that, where I had some time to myself, and my mom was like, hey, you should start, subbing at the elementary school. They really need people. So I did. I put in my application. I applied, all that good stuff. Got in, and then randomly, I was taking jobs 5th grade, 2nd grade. I was like, whatever. I'm just here to make money. Mm-hmm. And then one day I went in as a floating sub, which means they just put you wherever they need you. And they threw me over in the preschool, and I was like, all right, this is interesting. I've never been over here before. I really liked it that day. They kept putting me back in there, and then finally I kind of realized I really like to work here and be in this environment. And so I proposed that to my parents last 4th of July. I was like, yeah, I really like what I'm doing when I'm subbing over at the preschool. And they're like, well, you should go into it. And I noticed I specifically liked working with a lot of the special ed kids. So my plan is to graduate from here, get my degree, go back home. I live in New Hampshire, for those that don't know, and find an online school that is cheaper, and that'll have the grad program that I would like to do. And I want to become what's called a BCBA, which is a board certified behavior analyst, who they work on IEPs, which do you know what those are?
Yeah.
And different behavior charts and things like that for a lot of the special ed students. So ideally, I would still kind of be working in like the preschool, kindergarten realm, but it's a career that like I feel very passionate about, and I know even though obviously like I've always struggled with change, like leaving here, being here for 3 years is rough, but I know like I'm really passionate about what I'm going into, and I'm really excited for it.
Yeah. What are you gonna miss most?
Honestly, just the people, the environment. Like just being in college and like kind of living around your friend group for, even if I'm not like directly like, even if it's like not the 6 guys I'm with, like getting to see like y'all every single day or every other day, like it's just being around the people that you've fostered relationships with over the last 2 or 3 years, and getting to see those people like either every day, every other day, even once a week, just like catching up with them. And now I'm gonna be back in New Hampshire. I'll be coming up on weekends, but like I'm not gonna see this group of kids ever really again. Right. So definitely, the people, the memories, things like that. That's definitely what I miss most.
Yeah. What about you, Luke?
I got no idea what I'm doing over the summer. It's the dead opposite of John, and that's okay.
That's fine.
It's okay.
You're gonna go.
You'll make your way. You'll make your way.
So I had an internship last 2 years, but they only take undergrad students. So I hit up the HR person who hired me originally. I have a good relationship with her, and she was like, "Yeah, we just can't offer you the job because you're a graduate." So, there are applications from internships here and there. I was actually, fun story. It was January 3rd, and I was looking at Cape League internships.
Yeah.
Because I have a house in Falmouth on Cape Cod. And my brother Marty from my hometown, he also works in the Cape League. Beckett works in the Cape League for a little bit. So I was like, okay, I'll try here. So I'm looking at all the stuff. Applications due January 2nd.
Oh.
It's January 3rd. I didn't know they do that really early.
Yeah.
That's super early.
Yeah, that is very early.
And it was just Falmouth.
Wow.
Every other team was like, oh, February, March, reach out. But Falmouth was January 2nd.
Huh.
So I emailed the dude. I gave him like my resume, like, hey, I'd love to be your PA guy because I had an opening.
Yeah.
And he got back to me like 3 weeks later, like, sorry, man, like,
we
deadline's a
that.
deadline.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we filled it. But I'd love to talk to you next summer. So
Unfortunate.
we'll see that. And then the internship applications here and there, I'd be on Handshake.
Yeah.
Just trying to get anything. But I have no idea what I'll do.
Handshake, teamwork, LinkedIn.
Yes, bro.
Everything.
Yes, bro. Anything.
Apply, fast apply.
I might just end up living down the Cape and being a bartender. I got my bartender's license or like a bar back or something like that.
You and Brady.
Yeah. So, yeah, because Brady is doing that as well.
Yep.
So, you get a lot of money there, especially
yeah.
if you're like a touristy bar.
Yeah.
A lot of money. Money in that. So, I think I've done so much with media here. I'm comfortable with a gap year
100%.
or a gap summer, I should say. So, I have no idea, dude. We'll figure it out in a week and a half.
You got
When I get back home.
You got it.
It's good. What are you most proud of accomplishing as chairman this year?
Mag 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Bang, bang.
Yes. Dude, what am I most proud of?
Getting the chords.
Just being a great guy.
Dude, okay, I'm going to get sentimental, then I'll tell the chord story because that's really funny.
It's a great story.
Honest to God, just being able to see you guys every Wednesday is what I'm most proud of. Like, sure, I've done a lot for the org. We've done a lot of new stuff. We've had the best year we've ever had as a club. But, like, in retrospect, the podcast is awesome. The TikTok is great. The videography is cool. Everything I've done, the playoffs is awesome. But you guys are the ones that matter. And just being lucky enough to lead you every Wednesday is what I'm most proud of. And having you guys trust me and have your faith in me. And at the end of the meeting, just saying bye to everyone. And they all had super nice things to say about me and saying goodbye. Like that kind of stuff is what I'm most proud of. It was January of my freshman year. Seth Fromritz, the chairman at the time, had said, hey, if you want my job, come talk to me. And I knew from there. I was like, I'm going to be that one day.
Yeah.
And the fact that I was able to do it and be super helpful for everybody, and everyone reciprocated that. And I built the connections. I helped a lot of people grow, and they helped me grow. Probably just the people. Like,
yeah.
I don't.
There's not enough words to describe it, It's one of those things.
100%. And, like, it's the work pales in comparison to the people here. So like that, that's what I'm happiest about. But most proud of on like a material aspect, just the fact that we've done more this year than we ever have. Yeah. 4 magazines, don't normally do that. I mean, you and Trent and Goody, shout out Goody for producing a lot of these shows.
Put yourself on there.
Can you put yourself on
Yeah.
there?
I'm on the 1 for the first time in a while. I'm not usually on the 1. So.
I mean, starting up our TikTok, shout out Ryan Ruff for that. She does awesome. Videography, that's a whole new position, and that was me. Just stuff like that. Like the fact that this year's been so open to everybody. The playoffs, that's kind of based on the team, but the fact that we've been able to send people to Cali, to Virginia, North Dakota, New York, Jersey, AC. Yeah, we always go there.
Still a trip.
But
it's
it's
still a
cool.
trip.
So, yeah, I mean, on a shallower basis, the fact that this has been the best year we've had because of all you guys, and then truthfully, I'm just proud of being able to see everyone every Wednesday and having that group of 60, 70 guys and girls to all come together and be one.
Yeah. All right, tell the chords.
And then the chords, the grad chords,
The chords.
that is my best victory in a war ever. All right, so 3 weeks ago, Jamil, he's our advisor, amazing guy. I love him. He cancels one of our one-on-one meeting every Thursday. He cancels it. Excuse me. So I go, hey, Jamil, I know we talked about chords last meeting. Here's the link, the color with pictures. Can we get 60 of these chords? And in this meeting beforehand, he was like, yeah, they normally come within a week. So I'm on top of it. We are getting these chords well in advance. A week goes by, nothing. Another week goes by, he cancels another meeting, so I didn't get to talk to him there. And I mean, kind of with everything going on, it just kind of gets lost in the background. And I'm realizing like last week, I don't have my chords yet. Where are my chords? So last week, I got an email from the org suite. It's top of the student center by like Starbucks. Yeah. Hey, you got mail. It's got to be it. Which is kind of weird. Typically, they send it to Campus Life Suite where Jamil is, and I just pick it up from there. But now it's in the org suite, so I got to pick it up from this random worker that works there. So I pull up. I say, hey, I'm Luke, package 1329 for QBSN. She looks at her computer. It's not here. What? I don't even see your name. And she's like looking at the computer like she's never seen a screen before. I don't know what kind of sheet they have. Poor sister was so confused. And I go,
Stinks.
are you sure? She's like, yeah. And then she gives me the computer. And I'm like looking through her computer, looking through her search history, and then go back to the sheet and trying to like just see anything. It's not there. Number and package is not there. All right. Lost number 1. Yep. So we go. I leave. This Monday, I email Jamil back, and I'm like, hey guys, like, we haven't got our chords yet. I just wanted to check in. Last meeting's on Wednesday. Where these chords at? And Kirsten, the woman who buys all the stuff for the organizations, she hits me back. Oh, hey, Luke, yeah, it came in last week. Package number 1702. Go pick it up from the org suite. That's different than 1329. I don't know why I'm getting 2 different numbers here. But I'm like, okay, thank God. We got a lot of time. So I go to my class on Monday. I come back to the student center, grab it, 1702. Oh, yeah, right here. We didn't get to this point last time. So the fact that she had it.
We're here.
I was relieved already. She goes around the back. She comes up with this rectangular box from Amazon. I didn't order them off Amazon. Why is it in Amazon does everything nowadays,
Yeah,
so I just
guess.
kind of like, okay,
Yeah,
like,
it's
sure,
fine.
like maybe they
Whatever.
ship it there. Rectangular box. I pick it up. These credit cards are heavy. I did not expect them to be heavy. I ordered 60. They're like 70, I guess, and maybe there's like tassels in here. And as I'm like walking over to the quad with it, got my grad cords. I noticed there's metal in here. There's like a metal can. Are they in canisters? How are they shipped? why are they shifting cans? Is it like the metal for the tassels? I kept thinking the tassels are like the shifted metal to protect them. And so I'm walking over there, and I put in a cupcake, drive back to York, get up, I'm walking over the hill. And, like, that's when I thought about them being in metal when I was at York. I was walking up, like, the hill, and they were kind of making noise. And then I was like, oh, it has to be, like, in metal cans or something. Like, for some reason, they gave me metal. I'm super happy. I got my cords. This makes it even better. I walk in, and all my suite mates have their grad cords and their robes and everything.
Like, hanging up.
Hanging up. And I'm like, oh, awesome. They left a spot for me. This is awesome. I didn't open my gown yet. So I open my gown. I get it all fixed up. I put my other cords on. I'm right next to everyone else in the hallway of Crescent. Let's go get this QBSN cord. Go back, scissors, open it up. And as I open up the cord package, I see bright green. I ordered blue and yellow cords, guys. I open up even more. It says 7-Up. I got a 12-pack of 7-Up in the mail. Not the grad cords. A 12-pack of soda. I'm irate. I don't get hot very often. I get angry about it. I scream in this room. My brother Mike in the bathroom is like, yo, are you good? Like, he saw me down the hallway. It's like, no, Mike, I'm not good. So I filmed the video for you guys. I put it in the group me.
Great. Dude, before he sent in the group, he sent in the e-board chat, and I was just like, I forget what I was doing that day, but I was like sitting in my dorm, and I was like, oh god, I got a video from Luke. I was like, let me watch this, and I throw it on, and he pulls the 7-Up can out of the box. I'm like, no way.
Actually, so annoying. Oh my god.
So did you cut up the cans and make them into cords?
No, what I did is I brought the cans to the meeting last night, and we just had them after the meeting. With the pizza, we just took a little toast. It was like me, Brittany,
I had one.
John, Kat, James. We all had 7-Up.
They were put to good use.
Awful,
Happy
by
ending.
the way. I hate soda as a whole. Not a 7-Up fan either. But I powered through because we need to cheers and then drink it.
So did you order the 7-Up? So how'd you get the 7-Up?
Trent, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
But you did get the cords.
Yes,
more importantly,
I emailed Kirsten
we got the
with a
cords.
picture of the 7-Up. I go, yo, this is not the cords. Kirsten, where are the cords? And then she, try. Actually, no, she didn't even say nothing. All she said the email back was, try 1700, the package number.
So you took someone else's package?
I think so. There's a really thirsty org out there right now that didn't get their 7-Up.
Wow.
And Luke got it instead.
This is my question. If you're an org, why are you ordering 7-Up through Amazon?
Just go to the store and buy it.
Just go to the store. What are we doing?
Dude, maybe
I don't normally see 7-Up at the store. I'm not gonna lie.
No, dude, I bet you we go to
If you go to
stores right
Walmart,
now.
there's 7-Up
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I bet you we
Walmart,
go down
Target.
Dixwell, we can find a lot of 7-Up at one of those stores. I think maybe they had like $10 in their budget left, and they're
just
go
like, yo,
spend
yeah.
it somehow.
Yeah.
And some freak wanted 7-Up. So
That is out of any soda you could get.
you're going
7-Up.
out of your way to order on Amazon. You get like Dr. Pepper, Coke is pretty good,
Maybe some root beer.
even Sprite. Sprite's the
Sprite's
real
way
thing.
better than 7-Up.
You know what would be worse though is if it was like Moxie or something like that. Like if you
Oh my
like this
God.
like you that would be a real mood killer. Is if you open it up.
Mr. Pepper.
Yeah, Dr. Pip, something stupid.
Or it's just like
Starry.
Or it's,
I don't
yeah,
know,
you go to like
it's-
the Walmart and the off-brand stuff. It's just like lemon lime soda. Like that's just, they don't even come up with like a silly
cherry soda. Great value.
name. Get a 12-pack of lemon
Cola.
lime soda.
just some like absolutely terrible drink. It could have been way worse.
I know, yeah, at least it was 7-Up, dude.
Or like the gag sodas. You know, like the gag, like there's like the fake tasting sodas. Like, oh my gosh.
Like a
Like a
gag
bacon
gift,
so
you
yeah,
Like
a gag
grass
gift, like-
flavor. I've seen the
like
grass
bacon
flavor
soda,
soda.
sweet corn,
Sweet
Yeah.
or stuff that was on. Yeah,
Yeah.
At
My
least
favorite,
that would
my
make
favorite
sense.
one is the
Yeah.
ranch flavored soda. Like, who the hell?
Yeah.
pumpkin pie.
Oh.
But like at least that would
Buffalo
be funny.
wing.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Buffalo wing. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. Sound like I didn't know what I was talking about for a second. It's like, what is he talking about? What sodas? Gag? Anyway.
Um,
That's why I don't come on here a lot. That's why I don't come on here a lot. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm doing.
Last question. Looking back, if anything, is there one thing that you would change that you would encourage the new e-board to do?
Ooh. Yeah, I think like having the associate, like being more open to opening up like e-board positions. Like, obviously, I'm gonna like kind of beat off the path here, but like I'm also on the WQAQ e-board, and they introduced 4 or 5 different new e-board positions this year, like oldies genre manager, K-pop genre manager, like all of these things that like aren't traditionally set in stone as like general manager, all these things. So I think just being like open to new e-board positions, getting people like starting new things, like starting the podcast and starting the TikTok, like going out there and throwing some things at the wall, seeing what sticks, seeing what doesn't, and really just being willing to experiment. Like, we wouldn't have accomplished so much this year with Luke if we hadn't been like, oh hey, let's try a podcast episode or two, and let's start up a TikTok, or all these things. So I think just being willing to experiment with a lot of new ideas. Some of them might succeed, some of them might not, but don't just be afraid to just like stay in your zone, like branch out of your box a little bit and figure out some things that'll work.
Yeah, no, I agree. Expand and explore would be my advice to them, because we had so much, and I mentioned it in my when I was answering questions as we were voting for the new chairman. I was lucky where I had the Avengers as my e-board. I was doing the math in the car. We had 19 years of experience on the QBSN e-board this year combined.
Wow.
Like, that's definitely a record. We had dudes for 3 years, 2.5 years, 2 years. The majority of us were 2+ years. Yeah. And so, like, we were able to bear such a heavy weight because we've been doing it for so long. And the new e-board's going to be amazing, but they got to learn how to do step 1 before they can do everything that, like, Kat and Rossi did for us, and John and Ryan and then Christian did for us. So I feel like them just being open to changing the structure a little bit to invite new stuff to be flooded in. Yeah. And also, just, this isn't really what we could do better because we did great at it, but working as a team is super important. Realizing that everyone's voice matters. Like, there's a lot of times where we're talking about something about a broadcast, or like maybe someone said something on a broadcast they weren't supposed to about our little pond out there. We know I had my corals with that.
The creek.
The creek. And like, everyone's bringing up stuff to do, or like with the podcast or with the TikTok. I forget other stuff we've decided, but like Anthony Salvato would chime in with really good insight, and then we get like Davila and John and Ryan, like literally everyone was talking. So
yeah, I agree. I think it's important for the new e-board to be able to bounce off each other well. Like, I mean, obviously we all knew each other, and even like the students who we didn't know at first, like Davila and all of them, like they really ingratiated themselves well with the rest of our e-board. But I think it's on this new e-board to like get real close, start to become good friends, use Wednesday nights to really, get closer and things like that, and really just hopefully get off to a great year.
Yeah, I think they will. All of them are super talented.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the positions for a reason. They're going to do amazing. But, yeah, and for stuff to improve on, I think we did a really good job. I think you could always be better at communication. You can always be better at initiative and fixing problems fast. We had issues with that in the beginning of the year. But I think they're going to do a really good job.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you listening to us.
Yeah.
And
at the beginning of the year,
trusting us.
Thank you.
Run with it. And you both have done so much for QBSN, and now we're in good hands with Spenny. And I appreciate it a lot.
Thank y'all.
Thank
y'all for having me on, by the way.
Guys.
This is my first ever podcast. I'm very intrigued.
Yeah. I think when we started it at the beginning, we knew what we wanted to be, but we also didn't know where it was going to go. And we brought it. We made the pitch. I literally was sitting next to Pat in class one day. I'm like, what if we start a podcast? He's like, sounds like a great idea. We made it the pitch and brought it. So Yeah, I think everybody in QBSN, a lot of people have had the chance to be on it, and it's been really great to see all the talks, and there's been a lot of funny moments, a lot of fun moments. So yeah, hopefully season 2 is.
Yeah, I think
better.
it's big that we were able to start it as first years because now we have
100%.
years to make
Oh
it
yeah,
a lot better.
we're not going away. This isn't going anywhere.
QBSN podcast season 2 will be back.
It will be
here to
back.
stay.
Better
It's
than
here to
ever.
stay.
Shout out Andrew Goodness too. He has
Of
been here
course.
the whole time.
He's
helping us, whether it's audio, producing, anything we need. He's there to do it, and we've already said it, but you know how much we appreciate you, and couldn't do it without you.
could not do it without.
I
Andrew
appreciate you
Goodness.
guys. I love being
So,
back here.
yeah,
It's a fun time.
Yep. And that's gonna do it for season 1, episode 21.
Wow.
And stay tuned for next year's season 2. It's gonna get kicked off with a bang, and we're so excited. So thank you both.
Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Everybody, have a great summer. Peace.
Woo!